Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome or welcome back to the Council of Geniuses episode number
49
Twitter
X, you mean?
X. I'm calling it Twitter forever, bro. Until
Yeah.
Elon Musk is like, hey, I'll give you this much money for you to stop calling it Twitter.
How much money are you talking about?
Elon Musk has to send me an offer.
I never used
I don't want to. I
Twitter.
don't want to undersell
Oh,
it, bro.
yeah,
So what if I was
yeah,
like, I'll
yeah.
do it for 100, but he was like, I would have paid 1,000. It's Elon Musk, so I'll wait for Elon Musk to offer.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it for 100 though. He was just saying
Nah,
that
we're
like
not
an
doing it for
example.
100. It's gotta be a lot more than
Yeah.
100, especially if it's Elon Musk. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know he
true,
got
true,
money
true.
like that.
That's true. Yeah.
But I wanted to start using it more, just for like posting out dumb shit. Like whenever I think.
It seems interesting, but I like never got into it. Like I never really. The only time I downloaded it was when the PS5s were originally coming out, and I wanted to kind of stay on track to when they were releasing it. And that's like the
Okay.
most I ever used it.
I feel like I've been on Twitter. Like I never tweeted, but I'll use it to look at like sports.
So I feel that's
Like
pretty.
news. Like I have notifications on for when like NBA players get traded and
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
that.
that makes sense.
That's really
yeah.
helpful. Shit like that. But I wanted to start using it like myself,
For tweets
like
and shit.
like tweeting and stuff like that. But it sucks because when Elon Musk bought it, the algorithm is like favoring people with the premium subscription.
Oh shit.
Like if you, like say, random celebrity, name a celebrity.
Adele.
Say Adele.
She's a good singer. I was listening to a song yesterday.
All right. So Adele, say Adele tweets something, right?
Yeah.
And you
Me.
are a bum, and you don't have Twitter premium subscription. I am not a bum, and I have Twitter premium subscription, right? So and you comment under Adele like, Adele, I love you. I'm your number one fan.
I would not say that.
But say you did.
I would say Adele. I like your music a lot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And then I was like, subscribe to my OnlyFans, right?
Oh, people be advertising this shit on there, huh?
Yeah. But me, because I have the premium membership, it would show my
Above it?
reply above it.
Even
So
if mine has
all-
more likes.
Yes.
Oh shit.
All the like check mark people, because now you can just buy a check mark. Those are like favored, but it shows it to you first.
That's crazy.
And you would have to
actually.
scroll a lot to find like regular ass people.
That's fucked.
So now I feel like it killed like discourse, because now like on like how you said people were advertising, like I could go to like a regular ass post, and I have to scroll through like OnlyFans girls.
Oh, that's fucked.
Before I get to see like actual replies.
That's so fucked. Cause what if it's like like a kid, being like, oh, I am interested in soccer. Or like Cristiano Ronaldo just scored a double 2 goals this game. I want to see like the comments, like what are people saying about it. I'm a Messi fan. Let me go talk shit. What the fuck?
Subscribe
What
to my
the
OnlyFans.
fuck?
Pussy in bio. Shit
Yeah,
like that.
that's
Yeah.
fucked.
So I feel like it killed a lot of the discourse. It just sucks. But something I did think was kind of cool that Elon Musk did is that now they're sharing revenue of ads with
The actual
tweeters. So yeah. So again, say
That sounds kind of like mean. Tweeters.
I don't know.
I don't know. It sounds like
Twitter
something-
users.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like it'd be like, shut up, you tweeter. Like I don't know.
Well, now we can start using it as an insult. But yeah. So ad revenue sharing. So the way it works is, again, say I'm a premium membership user, right? And I post like a thread, like, oh, everyone, like, tell me what is something embarrassing that happened to you.
Yeah.
So now everyone's commenting, and you're scrolling through. You follow me on Twitter, and you're scrolling through the replies to my tweet. You would get ads, and from those ads, like everyone that saw it under my tweet, I would get a share of the money,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
which is pretty cool. However, now what's today? June 14th. July the 1st, Twitter has a new policy. So in order to continue making money, you need to send in a picture of yourself and government issued ID, just to like prove it's your, like,
Yeah.
you're who you are. And in the like privacy policy that you have to accept, it's saying that Twitter has access to it, but also another company called Authentics, which is, it's funny because they spell it AU10 ticks, but like
Oh,
if you
yeah.
if you see it, it's Authentics.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
It's pretty clever. Fuck you though. because they would have access to the photos and their information.
Oh yeah.
They're a ID verification company. That's what they do, but they're based in Israel. They're based in Israel, and they're very anti-Palestine. Like, very against it. The CEO and the founder like retweet stuff, like calling for Palestinians to like die.
What the fuck?
And this is very easy. Like I looked up their names and found their profiles.
That's so
Like
fucking
it's super public information.
crazy.
It's not hard to find. But the shit that I really didn't like is that so I wrote down the shit you're accepting. So it says you authorize X and Authentics to use images of your ID and your selfie, including extracted biometric data, which is just shit like off your body. So it's like your eyes, your fingerprints, your face, your hand, your palm, voice recordings, and walking patterns. I don't know what they would have access to using your pictures. Maybe just your face and your eyes.
I feel like it's really popular in China right now. Well, not right now, but a while ago they released AI cameras, and it's really like China's the most surveilled country in the whole world. They could literally like see like a random person walking on the street, and they could identify them in 3 seconds in the whole country. 3 seconds, just identify who they are, what they do,
I don't
and
think I
everything.
could identify a single Chinese person.
I don't know. I didn't know he was going there. Damn.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
That's pretty crazy because a lot of people are saying, oh, that's like a huge breach of our privacy. But also, like, felons are like, I should probably stop doing crime because they could catch me like that.
Okay.
And that's like a big thing. I feel like that could be like linked with that, where they could, well, like AI already is growing, and with that.
So that's actually something I wanted to get into, because this isn't the only thing. Well, back to Twitter really briefly. People were calling like Elon Musk, like saying like, "Hey, like this is fucked up. Like you gotta look into who you're partnering with." And Elon said, "I'll look into it."
Yeah.
He's not gonna do shit.
They're rich, but they're Israel.
He doesn't give a fuck. That I don't think he's gonna do anything. I think he's just saying it to save face for the public. Like, okay, guys, like, I'll look
buying
into
himself time.
Because a lot of people had issues because they're very anti-Palestine, and just because they're Jewish, a lot of people had issues with that. And then also just security concerns that they have access to all this information. And Twitter has it forever, but it makes sense because they're storing your information.
Yeah.
They need to verify that it's really you who runs the account. But if the other company has it, they claim for 30 days. But I don't think they're just gonna delete it after 30 days.
They have to have it in the database.
Yeah, they would need it in the database. That's what I think. But this isn't really the only thing that Israel is doing. This is a private company. But Israel, the IDF, which is the Israeli Defense Force, I think, they partner up a lot with police departments from the U.S. So a lot of police departments, they send like officers and shit like that. They send them out to Israel to train with the IDF, to like share tactics and stuff like that.
Collaborate and stuff.
Collaborate, and a lot of stuff you see the IDF doing to the Palestinians, like to protesters, tear gas, controlling them, like the riot gear, firing like pellets and shit like that. It's exactly how the police handles protesters here. Even peaceful protesters. Like you saw a lot during the George Floyd stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
During right now with the Palestinian protesters and just protesters in general. How there's police, and they're not there keeping the peace, bro. Like they're like ready to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Cause they pull up with like full gear and like riot shields, bro.
There's being safe, and then there's being extra.
Yeah, like I would understand having officers on the scene, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like this shit could potentially get violent, especially the Palestinian stuff, because you see a lot of the pro-Israel people getting really violent with the pro-Palestinian people, especially on the college campuses.
Yeah.
So I understand having officers there, but I don't think the force that they have is necessary, because they're putting like loads of officers, and then you see it like in their face, bro. Like, they just look like they're ready to fuck shit up. They're angry, bro.
They're ready to take their fucking grievances out on everybody.
And shit like that, and they're collaborating with them, bro. So it's like, what the fuck is this? This is the people we're fucking friends with, bro.
Yeah.
These are people that the police departments were supposed to protect us. This is who they're collaborating with, you know, the oppressors, you know. Fuck that, bro. But another thing, how you talked about cameras and AI. So I saw that the LAPD and other police departments, but I'm focusing on LAPD because of where I live,
Yeah, and because GTA.
and I guess GTA. I live in LA County. I don't. I'm just gonna say it, bro. So the police, they have a subscription to a Israeli surveillance software. So it's just like cameras and drones, just like that. That the Israeli used it to monitor the Palestinians.
Yeah.
So now the police departments are using it to monitor private citizens. So they track your phone, they track your social media, they kind of have like profiles built about you without warrants, without nothing.
That's
So it's like you just walk outside and they kind of know where you're at. They check your social medias, they have everything logged.
that's
They
crazy.
use AI to check like, all right, this person's like a risk individual. They could potentially do this,
Yeah.
commit this crime. But they're using AI, which AI like
It's faulty still.
it's faulty, and then it doesn't have like obviously humanity, bro. They just see trends and shit. So a lot of people are saying that this is gonna negatively affect minority
Oh,
groups.
that's true. Yeah.
Because in general, the police affects targets minority groups. Like, that's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
We don't need to debate this. It's just
It's
just
just
the
a fact.
truth.
Yeah.
But now with AI, who discriminately like just look at numbers and data and
Trends,
extrapolate things. I don't know what that means. I just said it. I sounded smart as fuck.
That does sound pretty smart. Yeah.
That they're targeting even more people of color, cause in Israel, bro. So Meta, which was formerly Facebook, Meta, they banned the company's called Cobwebs. So they ban accounts associated with it because they say it's surveillance for hire,
Oh shit.
and they found Meta that the software was being used to target activists and opposition in Israel, which is what it's doing there. Like it's essentially what's gonna fucking do here. They could say
Yeah.
like, oh, it's to keep people safe and shit, but like we don't know how it's being run. The LAPD said that all the information that's logged is public domain, but it's really not. Like this is not public domain. People like this isn't something me and you
Yeah.
could go just fine.
You can't just see like someone's whole social media history and shit.
Yeah, and they're just logging that shit. They're paying yearly subscriptions like $200,000, $400,000
Damn.
for access to this software that's gonna be used to oppress
They could just like
Americans, bro.
buy Netflix for like a lot of people with that.
That's true.
Like I want Netflix. Let's come on.
I have Netflix.
Like that's crazy.
But yeah, there's some shit that I thought was crazy. And then seeing all of this, seeing the Twitter stuff, seeing the surveillance from Israeli companies, because obviously the information's gonna go back to Israel. The surveillance company is based in Israel. It really had me thinking about the TikTok stuff. How the U.S. government wants to ban TikTok because they claim that China is gonna have all of our information and all of our data, so they have to sell it to an American company. Why the fuck is Twitter and the police department allowed to partner with Israeli companies who are actually getting our information? The government just claims TikTok has our information.
Yeah, I feel
Maybe
like
they do, maybe they don't.
yeah.
But this is like factual. In on Twitter, you accept the terms that they're gonna have your picture and your ID
Yeah, I feel
and
like it's,
biometrics.
the reason is less because it's less to protect us, and more for them to be like China's our enemy and Israel's our friend.
That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Like
It's
I know
more
why
politics-
it
it's
was
politics
a
shit.
retarded question.
Rhetorical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is retarded because you know the
Yeah.
answer. No, it is retarded because there is an answer, and the answer is that.
Yeah.
It's because if Israel has it, it's a U.S. ally, bro, and they could do whatever they want with it, and they could use it to oppress Americans, bro, and to target people they just don't like.
Yeah, it's like
Target
oppressing
me.
Americans, but we're cool with them oppressing Americans.
Yeah, yeah, but now TikTok, like it's a foreign government who maybe isn't even doing this. A foreign company, sorry, who maybe isn't even doing this shit they claim.
Yeah, we don't know.
Like we don't know, but we know for a fact that Twitter and the LAPD are
Yeah.
giving information on American citizens to Israel. So once
That's not
again,
very cool.
fuck you, Israel.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Fuck you, police department.
At first, I was to a point where I was like, I'm pretty like, I don't really care, cause I'm not like huge into like news and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, so much shit is happening. We're just like, bro, like, you're just trying to make the enemy out of everybody.
Yeah.
It's like so blatantly like horrible.
Yeah, and people just don't give a fuck, bro. Like, because a lot of people with the security stuff, you hear like, oh, I don't have anything to hide. Like, why do I care if they have access to my information? Or, oh, like, just don't do bad stuff.
Yeah, but it's
But
like it's your rights. Bro.
It's not even past it's your rights. But how do we know? Like, we know now that Cobwebs was targeting activists and opposition.
True.
Like, we don't know what the police department is doing with that information, bro. Like, are they using it in a real way to stop crime? Are they just profiling people? Are they gonna blame shit on other people?
That's true.
We don't fucking know where this could go, because this is new stuff.
They
Like,
could.
This is fairly recent information.
Yeah, you could be like, oh, the algorithm said you did this, when in reality it was like, oh, like you're bad for business for this company that's paying a lot of money.
Yeah, like maybe me on the way home I get fucking stopped because I did this whatever, I was speeding, which I was. But I was doing this crime or whatever. But it's really just because I'm an enemy of the state, and because I'm sharing information with the public. That's an exaggeration.
Taking away free speech.
Eventually, shit like that could happen. We don't know where this is gonna go, and I feel like the shit that sucks is like, how the fuck do we stop this as a people, as a society?
You can't.
Like, we don't control fucking nothing. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the U.S. is just like a puppet for Israel and Jews, bro.
Yeah, at that point it's getting pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Because everything is rooted from them.
Yeah.
And like again, it's like so. You see like a lot of little like all the little signs weren't as prevalent back then, but like now it's becoming more and more prevalent with like the ads they put out, the public showings that they can do and not really face consequences for.
Yeah, and now we have like access to everything, bro. Cause like when our parents were our age, bro, you have the news.
Oh yeah.
And then who controls the news? Fucking government.
That's true.
But now it's like I could go outside and record something. Like, hey, this is like, say on Able Street, the police beat up a unarmed civilian. And on the news, you're like, no, he did this, he did this, he did that.
Yeah.
But I could just go outside and record it, and see that he was just walking, and they came up and beat him up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And now I post it, and everyone can see it.
Yeah.
So now a lot of the truth is coming out. Like, I don't know if you heard how Israel, they said they wanted captives back that Hamas captured.
Yeah.
And now some of them were released. They got there, and the captives were saying good stuff, bro. They're like, hey, like, they fed us, they took care of us, they prayed with us, they read the Quran to us. One of the guys said it was his birthday, and they gave him cake.
Oh shit.
It's like, bro, is that a fucking a captive, bro?
Yeah, at that point it's like, oh,
Like the pro-Israel people were saying that they were being tortured by terrorists, bro. It's not a fucking terrorist. What kind of terrorist gives you birthday cake, bro?
For real. I'm trying to get birthday cake, bro.
Yeah.
Capture me, bro.
Yeah, capture him.
Don't capture me, never mind. I don't want to go over there. I like being here.
No, now we have access to all this information, so I feel like it's a lot harder for them to just lie to people.
That's true, yeah. And I
But
feel like
it's
they're
still-
trying to take that back.
It's harder to get people to believe it. They can still lie. They're still lying, but it's hard to get people to believe it. But I still feel like there's no real way for us to do anything about it.
True.
I feel like that shit really sucks, bro.
This is a popular story in China. It actually did happen, but it's popular in China. It's almost not known at all here, though.
Okay.
And it takes place in Zhejiang, China. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it looks like that, Zhejiang. And it starts with this dude named Ziying. He was born to like
Shout out Z Ying.
He's a bad boy.
Oh, fuck you, Z Ying.
Yeah, he was raised in like an impoverished household.
Okay.
They're broke, and he was like the youngest of 7 siblings. So right away he was like put at a disadvantage on there.
Okay.
And the thing is, all of his siblings were like go-getters. They were like, all right, like, let me take this and try to make something better.
Like initiative.
Yeah, let me like make something of myself so I can help my family.
Let me hustle harder.
Yeah, but he was like, okay, I'm not gonna try that hard in school. I'm gonna do my little shenanigans, and I'm a slack. Well, he didn't say it, but people call him a slacker. That was the main thing they said against him. They were like, he's a slacker. And his childhood was pretty normal. Like, he was like a slacker, but his parents were still on top of him, as Asian parents tend to be. Like, they want you to succeed.
Yeah, I've never had Asian parents, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah, and the thing was, at 14, that kind of changed because his dad drowned in a river. It went in a whirlpool, in a little one of those little, and he was like, "Fuck." A couple months later, his mom got paralyzed in a car accident, and then he was like,
Where your mom at?
"She's at home, paralyzed, bro."
Oh,
Shoot.
my mistake, man.
Yeah, and he didn't really have that because he was already a slacker, and the only thing really keeping him going forward was his parents,
Okay.
like being on his ass, and now he didn't have that anymore because like
Oh, like he didn't have no one to hold him accountable.
yeah, so now he's like, okay, my dad's dead, and my mom's gonna go do the dishes. Like, what you gonna do about it? Sit on the couch, like, you know?
I do the dishes. You sit on the couch. I don't do the dishes.
You sit
You
on
sit
the
on
couch.
the couch. I'm
Like-
not doing no fucking dishes.
So
You do the dishes.
I'm gonna just post you up on the sink, and you can
Yeah.
do the dishes from there. But he was already a hooligan from a young age. The charges are kind of funny in China because they have different names and it's kind of like translated.
Yeah.
He was like sentenced to 8 years for hooliganism.
That just reminds me of like soccer fans
Yeah.
going to Europe.
What kind of charges do they get?
No, like they call because they call them hooligans.
Oh, you?
That just reminds me of that.
officially?
Yeah. Yeah, like when they get crazy and shit, like they go to
Mm.
bars and they kind of start fights and shit, they're just called hooligans.
I feel like we say that in a silly way.
Yeah.
But it's an actual term in China, or translated,
Hooliganism.
and it was serious enough to get 8 years.
What was he doing that was called hooliganism?
A lot of like petty theft, causing a ruckus, kind of like fights and shit like that. And he got released after 3 years though, which is
Oh.
still a long time to serve for hooliganism.
Mm.
And then as time progressed, he got out and he was like, I'm still trying to be in that life. So he got sentenced to 10 years for more elevated crimes of robbery and like robbery. For robbery and
Robbery.
robbery and like intentional injury, like with intent.
Okay.
And he was released after 4 years that time. So he still got out pretty quick.
Repeat offender.
Yeah. After that, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to get my life on track. He started like learning shit, like to become like a mechanic. He finally had the light to be like, all right, let me turn my life around. He got a job. He started working at it, and he was like, all right, I'm doing pretty good.
W.
But as time passed, he was like this isn't for me. Like, I'm jumping from job to job, and I'm not really succeeding.
The hooliganism's calling, and
Yeah.
I'm picking up.
And everybody's like, oh, you're not gonna be anything if you keep doing this. But then like he met a girl in like his hometown, and she was like, I fuck with bad boys.
Oh.
Yeah. So she was like into him, and the thing was like they're opposites completely. Cause she was like, she had a career. She was everybody would say she was a very elegant person.
Okay.
She was very educated, and she was just like really. She had everything going for her.
Yeah.
She was working in sales, so she was like just charismatic and everything had going for her. And she was like, I fuck with him. I want him. Like
Damn,
she's
shawty, you fuck with a thug.
yeah, cause she was like, I felt kind of like she felt like her life was boring.
Okay.
So she was like, oh, I'm like I want to change the pace. I want excitement in my life. And I feel like,
she wanted a bad boy, bro.
and I
Why
feel
do
like,
girls always go for bad guys? Bro?
I feel like that's a really common trend too, but like not to this extent.
Yeah.
But girls really want excitement. They'll be like dating the drug dealers and shit.
Yeah.
So they really want that excitement in their life, and then they get cheated on, and they're like, fuck, man.
Mm.
So there's
Yeah,
like, I don't know, interesting dynamics. But here, she was like, oh, I was kind of attracted to him. Like, I like that he was like, she said like a Robin Hood type of person. When in reality, he was the only one calling himself that. He would be like, oh, I only go after the rich.
He was just robbing.
He was just robbing. He just wanted to live the lavish lifestyle.
Robbing no Batman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was to the point where the girl, her name was Rongzi.
Wrongzy?
Rongzi.
So been right Z.
Yeah, she didn't do any right Z in this story. She quit her job as a school teacher to help him commit crime, like robberies and shit. And they were doing pretty good. Like the thing with their crimes is like usually you think about people doing crime, they get like maybe like $300 from a gas station, and they're like moving from place to place, and they're like barely like living, you know. They're over here like committing like organized crime and like living lavish lifestyles because of it together. And they were like still like relatively like have normal lives with that crime, but eventually the boy Zi Ying was
Oh man.
well the man Zi Ying
Yeah.
was being kind of naughty, and he had like he had ties with the Triads, which is a big organization in China.
Shout out Triads.
They're like the they're like a mob basically of China,
Shout out them.
and
We have to get on their good graces.
yeah
For our 20 subscriber trying to visit, or 20 likes
yeah
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
visit.
And he became their odds because I guess he like stole money from them, and he kind of like had a little conflict, and he harpooned one of them.
The fuck? That's how they kill whales and shit.
Yeah, like he used a harpoon gun on like on a guy.
Like the shit out of like Yakuza. Bro,
Yeah,
the
that shit
video
is
games.
crazy. Like he harpooned someone,
Oh,
and
it's
he was
not-
like,
That's Japan.
yeah, it's like similar shit. Because Triads are also in Japan.
Oh.
It's like Asia.
No, I was just pretending I accidentally said something racist.
Oh.
I know what the fuck I said.
Okay. Yeah, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I fucked with the Triads. We gotta go run away." And she said, "I'm down." And they had a whole Bonnie and Clyde dynamic.
Who's that?
Well, they were like a duo. I forgot when they were like active, but they were like a duo of robbers.
Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy.
Probably not, but they were a duo, and they were like a couple that would do a lot of robberies and like crime.
Okay.
And they were just like really fictionalized and kind of like
Oh, Bonnie and Clyde.
yeah admired
Okay.
because they were like oh like they're a couple that like they're cool, you know.
Oh, okay.
How like that's actual. They call it the Bonnie and Clyde disease. It's like a official term for it, but it's associated with the Bonnie and Clyde thing because in terms of like they don't do crime for the money anymore. They do it for like the pleasure of it. Like they get some say arousal from the crime, and it's crazy.
Freaky criminals, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's weird.
Hell no. Okay.
And they had a whole like setup for like their crimes and shit. They were like, okay, how are we gonna get money? They're like, okay, you, Wrongzy, you're gonna go into nightclubs and pretend to be like a single woman. No, pretend to be like a married woman looking for an affair from like a rich dude. So you're over here like looking for affairs and shit, and you lure someone to like a hotel or like a secluded apartment.
Cardi B.
Yeah, and instead of drugging them like
Shout
she
out
did,
Cardi B, man. I love Cardi B. Man.
I don't.
In an appropriate way. I like her music.
I don't like her.
I think she's funny.
I think she's
like
funny.
as a person.
She has like funny funny moments,
Yeah.
but she didn't really take the drugging route as Cardi B did. She didn't take the drug route as Cardi B did. She took the Z Ying's gonna play the role of the aggressive husband that's found out about it,
Oh shit.
and he's gonna be like, "Oh, these people are rich, so they have power. They don't want to out that they had an affair." So he was like, "Okay, you give me hush money, and this is all under the table." And it would be pretty crazy, pretty lucrative.
That is pretty lucrative because I feel like you're not gonna get reported. Like you might just have an enemy
Yeah,
with a lot of money, but you're not gonna get like in legal trouble.
exactly. And they were making pretty good money from it. Like, they were making 10 bands off of each thing.
10 Chinese bands.
No, 10 American
Oh
bands.
shit.
Like, I translated this one to American bands. And they did this for months. And that was 10K per person.
We could go band for band. Fuck that. We could go M for M.
Like, they're making good money with that. And they kept doing it again and again. And for the next victim they had, the seeing was like, that dude's kind of iced out. Like, he's dripped down in gold and ice.
Bust down Rolly Avalanche.
He had a lot of, like, jewelry. And he was like,
He got that shit off Temu.
he was like, but to him, to the guy, he like took off his clothes and like his jewelry.
Could have just said that. What the fuck? What the fuck is? Took his clothes off, bro?
Dramatic effect,
Bro's
bro.
getting freaky with the criminals, bro.
Nah, and he stripped him everything he had, but then he took him one step further and killed him,
hell no.
which was like already a big escalation because they never did any really big harm to anybody besides the harpooning thing. But that was like a gang. That was a gang type of shit. Yeah, but this is the first big escalation in terms of the crime they did
Yeah,
together.
because that's a big step, bro. Because now it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
How do we get away with killing somebody, bro?
Because at first it was just like we said earlier, that was a good way to like get away with shit, just like actually blackmail them.
Yeah, because that, like, it was a racket, but that's something that happens, like, in life, bro.
affairs and like.
Yeah, affairs and like, oh, this person's rich, doesn't want their reputation to be ruined. If you're just like Donald Trump, bro, just take this money and shut the fuck up. You know?
Exactly, and that was a pretty good plan. But eventually, I guess they, like the Bonnie and Clyde effect, kind of influenced them to take it further. And at first, her eyes, they said like later on, her eyes widened, but it wasn't out of fear. It was out of like,
hell
it was like, oh shit, I fuck with this.
Racist, bro.
nah. She just went like from this to like this. Not from
That's not why.
Not from this to this.
Her eyes got American.
Yeah. You see that meme of that one dude like, oh, he was like, he's a Asian dude, but he has like naturally whiter eyes. But he was doing this to his eyes, and he was like speaking like a Chinese accent. He was like, Bobby, look, I'm American. Oh, I would like to have some extra cheese on my burger.
I would like to buy that with my credit card.
Yeah.
That's messy, bro.
Shit was cool.
That's funny, bro.
But it feels like they already planned for this shit because they cut him up and they put him in like 4 separate garbage bags. And
I don't know if it was planned, but it was like, oh, I feel like.
Oh yeah, it was more in the moment. It seemed like it was more in the moment.
But yeah. It just had more thought. Like they weren't like panicking type shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
And they found on his body, they found like keys to like a house.
The dead guy?
Yeah, the dead guy. They found keys and they found like info to track him back to his house.
Okay.
And they were like, he's gonna have money there, let's go. They pull up, they cut the phone line so they can't call for help. I'm gonna say pull up a lot because they pull up a lot. And they cut the phone line.
I want to say it the one time.
Huh?
I want to say it the one time.
But they cut off the phone line. And they go inside the house and they're like, his wife and his 3-year-old daughter tie him up.
Oh.
Like it's pretty fucked up. They hogtied them and robbed them. And he was like, Zing was being extra, like he was putting the stank on that shit. Cause he brought the garbage bag with the dead dad and showed them the head.
Oh shit.
To the 3-year-old daughter and the wife. And he was like, like he was making the mouth move and shit. Like it was fucked.
With the money in
he was
bag.
He was like probably wiggling the tongue and shit. That shit was crazy.
Oh nah, bro was picking his nose and making him eat his boogers, dog.
And then he was like, after that he was like, all right.
Wait, how did they kill him?
The dad?
Yeah.
They stabbed him.
Okay.
And then they cut him up and shit.
Okay, no, yeah, cause I know they cut him up. I forgot how they killed him.
Yeah, they stabbed him. Like he ambushed him. He just stabbed him right away. Like which is very weird, like very different than what they usually did. Yeah. And with this, they only got $3,000 from that whole thing, which is like, bro, you're downgraded hella, and you got like a lot more risk. That's so stupid. And they killed the wife and the daughter. He took off his belt and he like strangled them, which is really fucked. They set the building on fire and they dipped.
Yeah,
the police
what if that fool took his belt off to strangle him and then that fool's pants fell?
That's funny. And we're fucking dumb, bro. And
Council geniuses, man.
It's in the name.
It's in the name. They don't call us that for nothing.
They set the building on fire, but fire doesn't really get rid of dead bodies. So the fire department arrived and they saw everything. Yeah, like it does if it's hot enough, but a house fire isn't hot enough.
Yeah.
So they found the bodies, but they couldn't really do anything with them. They had no DNA, no nothing, so they were like, it's kind of weird. But
maybe their bodies just did that on their own. Yeah,
but what they did find was that it was the guy's house. You know, it was their house, so they knew who they were. And they tracked the guy himself back, like his last known whereabouts were at the club where Rongzi met him. And they were like, oh yeah, she used the fake name to get that job. But they were like, oh yeah, he was like with her. And they were like kind of like connecting the dots. They were like, oh, that's kind of suspicious. But they kind of just left it at that. The next person they targeted was a 22-year-old woman named Xiao Shun. That was kind of hard. Damn, I said that correctly.
Yeah, bro,
damn.
sounds like he's Chinese.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with you no more.
But it was kind of silly of why they picked her as a target, because Rongzi was like, oh, we're homies now, like we're homies, because she saw she was wearing an Omega watch, so she thought she was rich. So she was like, oh, like I'm gonna be friends with her and I'm gonna lure her into it with us. So then they were like, okay, let's go to your apartment and hang out. And she was like, all right, bet. They went there and then she was like, give me your money with a knife. And she was like, oh shit, okay, you can take anything you want, like search my house for valuables, you guys got it. They were like, bro, you broke as fuck. Call who you know that's rich. Like, you have anybody that's rich that you can call, like, to come here and give us money? She's like, I don't know. And they were like, you better tell us before we kill you. She was like, all right, let me call my boss. she called her boss, and her boss was like, all right. She was like, oh, like, can you come over? Like, I'm having a party. Like, come over. I'm having some drinks. And her boss was like, all right, bet. I'm go. Boss pulls up, knife to the neck. They check the wallets. Man, you broke as fuck too.
Damn, bro. Imagine you trying to get robbed, and then they just kill you because you're fucking broke.
They didn't kill him. They were like, all right, you broke as fuck too. Give me your fucking cards for the bank. They're like, all right, like fine. They went to the bank, and the bank person like knew Xiao Shun. So she was like, all right, like this is not Xiao Shun, and she's using your card. She was like kind of sus about it, but like, Rongji was like, oh no, like I'm just doing her a favor, like I'm just transferring the funds for her, like she's busy, and she was like, all right, like sounds good to me. She let her do the withdrawal.
Yeah. Nigga like me would have thought that was Xiao Sun, bro.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I didn't even connect that shit, bro. Bro has me spitting, bro. Bro's being a little extra saucy today, bro.
Yeah,
A little extra soy saucy, bro.
It's the hair, man.
And after Rongji withdraw the money, they were like, all right, we don't need you anymore. They strangled him.
Also, they did kill him.
Yeah, they did kill him. And
I wonder if they would have just had money if they would have let him go.
probably not though.
Oh no, yeah, because they killed that one guy before.
Yeah. Xiao Shun's phone rang,
Yeah.
and Rongji was like, hello? And the dude answered the phone. He was like, oh, like, Xiao Shun. Xiao Shun was like, I mean, Rongji was like,
I think I would cut that one.
Yeah. What was it called? Rongji was like, oh, like, Xiao Shun's not here right now. She went with her boyfriend somewhere, and she left her phone here. Like, she'll get back to you later. And she hung up the phone. And then the caller was like, that's kind of sus. I'm her boyfriend. Like, what the fuck? And so he was like, I don't know why he waited till the next day, but he went the next day. He pulled up to her house, and he was like, okay, the door's locked. Let me try her balcony. He went into the balcony. He's like, okay, 2 dead bodies. I should probably call the cops. Oh wait, that's the end of that story. The police never really connected who was the responsible or nothing like that. There was no clues, nothing.
Okay.
Now this one, as soon as she lured him into the apartment, Ziying right away just started beating up on that dude. On the next victim.
Okay.
And they were like, all right, call your wife so she could give us money for a ransom. And he was like, all right, let me call my wife. She's coming. And they're like, okay, wife, money, okay, ropes. Now you're going to get tied up. And they tied her up, and the husband was like, no, please, like, kill me and let her go. Like, just, like, please, like, just, if you want, you can kill me. And it was kind of weird because they were like, that kind of, like, touched them. And they were like, we'll let both of you guys live. And they just kind of, like, they left them tied up, and the neighbors ended up finding them later on. That's
Bro, you seen that thing on TikTok where they're, like, interviewing people on the street, and they be asking guys, like, hey, would you die if it meant saving your wife? And all the guys say yeah, and then all the women say no.
I feel like some good women will say yeah.
But I feel like they pick and choose.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like, I'm sure there was a lot of guys who said no, and a lot of women who said
yeah, they would.
yeah. But I feel like it's to push like an agenda.
Yeah, I feel like
I just remember my dad showing it to me. My dad's been falling in like a weird rabbit hole, bro.
Oh.
Where he's getting like red pill content and Ben Shapiro. I remember my dad he fucking loves Ben Shapiro, bro.
Man.
And he watches like the clips of Ben Shapiro like owning liberals.
Oh, I used to watch it when I was younger.
Yeah, I used to watch it in like middle school because that shit was
Yeah.
kind of funny, but like I'm an adult now, so I don't really think it's funny.
Yeah.
But I guess my dad just now finding it. But he watches like those debates like where it's like Ben Shapiro or Jordan Peterson or just a random guy, and they're like owning liberals or like gay people in debates and stuff. And my dad's like, hey, mira este, look at this.
That's right.
And it's like a Ben Shapiro clip, bro. And this who asked me, he's like, hey, I'm gonna get for my car, I'm gonna get a bumper sticker that says facts don't care about your feelings. And I was like, bro, not do
Dude, don't get that, bro.
stupid shit like that.
That's corny, bro. Don't do that.
And that's just fucking cringe, bro.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, why not? That's just hard. And I'm like, don't do no stupid shit like that.
I'm protecting you, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, it's for your own good. It's just funny. It's just funny. My dad's finding shit like that. Cause my dad's on TikTok. Like, it's funny, bro. Seeing the shit my dad watches.
I feel like people like you never really know what your parents are doing like a lot of the time. Cause I feel like my dad.
Your mom follows me.
Yeah, she follows me too on TikTok, and I feel like she watches a lot of like. She watches a trans creator. It's like a guy to girl, and they're like just out and about doing shit.
Oh, my mom does that, bro. My mom saw one where it was in my mom's old neighborhood, and they were walking down the street, and my cousin was there, and my mom's like, "Oh, look, like your cousin came out on this video," and then all the people in the comments were talking about how fine my cousin was, bro.
What the heck?
But it was like trans people, bro,
Oh my
and
God.
they're like, "Oh, tal this fool." I'm not gonna say my cousin's name. "Oh, tal this fool," and I was like, "Ugh."
Oh no, boy.
Like, imagine you're just chilling. Like, my cousin didn't know what the fuck he was on or nothing.
Yeah.
My cousin's just outside doing stuff. Because they interact with my cousin. Like, they asked him a question. And they were talking, like, briefly. We're just like, fool, like, you don't know what the fuck you're going to be on.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's just weird. But yeah, my mom watches that.
Yeah, my mom be commenting and everything.
Yeah?
She's invested.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I see her phone, it's like on a YouTube stream, but like with I recognize the person now because she's always on her phone.
Yeah, my mom, yeah. Like, I'll just be in the house and, like, I'll hear shit like that. Or I'll hear Ben Shapiro. Like, that's my dad fucking watching TikTok.
Ben Shapiro, my dad.
Yeah, it's my dad. It's funny, bruh. Like, I told my mom, I've said before that my mom likes a lot of, like, political content. She watches, like, political podcasts and stuff like that. She's really invested. It's just funny what our parents watch on the internet. It's interesting. I started asking my sister what she watches. My little sister, she just turned 9? I think so. I think she just turned 9. And the other day she's watching YouTube, like, hey, like, what are you watching? And she's like, Reels. Or Shorts. YouTube Reels, YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts.
And I was like, you don't watch no videos? And she's like, nah.
Damn.
And I was like, damn.
That's kind of scary.
That shit is kind of scary. And I was like, why not? Like, how come you don't watch videos? She's like, I don't know. Goldfish attention span.
It's gonna get like that.
Yeah.
Nothing we can really do though.
Yeah.
It's just how the cookie crumbles now.
Yeah, it's how the cookie melts. Alright. That's in the video.
Okay. And so basically they let him go. They're like, alright, like we're not gonna kill you. That's like, which is crazy considering how crazy they're going later on.
Okay.
The next time they're like,
Spoiler
alright.
alert, bro. Come on. Before it's also getting crazy with it.
They're like, okay, the next time they're like, okay, that was a good strat. Like kidnapping the husband and calling the wife for the ransom.
Hard.
So they kidnap the husband. They're like, alright, new strat. Get in the dog cage.
New method 2024.
Yeah. Get in the dog cage, bro. Call your wife for ransom. He was like, nah, y'all not about it.
Damn.
Y'all won't hurt me. Y'all lying.
Y'all fuck with the wrong nigga, bro. Y'all fuck with the wrong chigga.
And they were like,
That's
yeah.
not a slur.
And so they were like, oh, we're not about it. We're not about it. Okay, let's call the landlord then.
Say I won't.
Let's call the landlord then.
Say no balls.
We're gonna call the landlord. We're gonna come over. We're gonna kill him in front of you.
Fuck the landlord, dude, bro.
The landlord didn't pick up. They're like, oh, let's check the phone book. Handyman. Oh, okay. Hey, we got a window here that needs fixing. Can you come over, please? Okay, we'll be waiting for you. Click. The handyman comes in. He's like, oh, where's the window? They're like, oh, it's over there in the restroom. He goes in and he's like, oh, the window seems kind of fine to me. And then the Zing is like with the axe, 22 times.
Oh shit, they counted.
And then, the dog cage guy, he's like, he doesn't know. He just hears the screams. He's like, oh fuck, that's kind of scary. Like, maybe they're just acting. Hopefully,
yeah.
haha. And then the guy comes in and he like drops the head in front of him.
Damn.
And the guy's like, sweetheart, can you bring the money, please? Like, they're about it. So, the dude was like, okay, can you meet up at this location with $300,000 Chinese dollar? Shit.
No way. This dude's racist. What the hell? I can't believe you just said that, bro.
Bro, that was one time. And that was an accident too. Fuck. And
Hell no.
and she was like, alright, meet up at this location. The wife forgot. She was like, "Oh, you wanted me to go that day?" And the guy was like, "Okay, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm gonna pull up to your house now, and you better have the money ready." She was like, "All right." He cut the phone line before entering again, and then she was like, "Oh shit! Like, what do I do?" She was kind of like stalling for time, and she was like, "I have a pager." So she pagered her boss to call for the authorities, and she made an excuse like, "Oh, like I have."
Pager, dog.
Yeah. She got him with the old school tactics.
Yeah, that old techno. I've never even seen a pager, bro.
Me neither. This is a pager for me, but
That was so fucking lame, bro.
those are my. Wow. I have superpowers.
I don't think that
bro.
was on the video.
Shit, you guys missed out. I'm not gonna lie.
She was so lame.
2020, coolest tricks, bro.
He like laughed and a little piece of plastic or paper
Flew.
up.
That shit was like distance away, like maybe 3 feet.
She was so lame. That shit was not impressive, bro, at all.
But basically, she was like, "Oh, I don't got the money right now, but my neighbor, he got 250K, and my other neighbor, he got like 350K. So I could just like borrow from them, you know, and I'll get the money." Ying was like, he wasn't the brains of the operation. He was like, "All right, I'll wait for you here.
Money? Yeah.
I'll wait for you
Type
here."
shit.
He was like, "All right, it's 400K now, but I'll wait for you here." She escaped. The police came.
Said, "I'll wait for you here."
Yeah. The police came and they started surrounding the building with snipers and shit. And he was like, it was to the point where even they had enough time to call the news.
Yeah.
And the cameraman was like, they're posted up or like peeking around the corner. And Zing was like behind the bed frame, like hiding and shit with a gun. And he was like asking them for food and shit. He was like, "Guys, come on, don't be so mean. Let me get some food." And it was kind of funny.
It come with an egg roll.
Oh, bro. It was kind of funny though, because out of nowhere, the cameraman was recording, and you just see him say, the guy was like, "You don't look, hey cameraman, you don't look very tough. I could beat you up." Everybody was just like posted up by the door for him. He just specifically targets the cameraman.
Yeah, imagine being that cameraman, but you'd feel like a bitch.
You were like, fuck, like what did I do, bro? Goddamn. And they used a pretty good strat, the Chinese police. They used tear gas and shot him in the leg when he started firing back, and they captured him alive. And all of this, you're like, "Oh fuck!" Like, he's captured. What happened to Rongzi? And she's like, "Okay."
Oh, shit.
She was like, he's not coming in the intended time." She's actually the smart one, so she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna kill the people that I'm gonna kill the cage dude, and I'm gonna leave." And she let them know, they're saying, "Oh, like, I'm gonna be at home, like when you're ready." They didn't have like a home, like they didn't have a known home.
Yeah.
She was talking about like a safe house that they had like in a different state in China, or a different province, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And Zine was like trying to like say it in court, like, "I'm not a bad guy. I just kill the rich and get to the poor." And they're like, "Bro, you killed a fucking handyman and a toddler, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. You're stupid."
It was an evil toddler.
It was a rich, evil toddler, bro.
Yeah.
And he was sentenced to death and he got executed.
Oh man, how did they execute him?
I think it was a shot to the head, 1 shot to the head, not 6 shots like in Yemen.
Oh yeah.
And they never, the whole
plus
time.
5 to Yemen.
Yeah, the whole time he never gave anything on Rongzi. They were like, "All right, who's Rongzi?" And he was like, "Who? I don't know. Like, doesn't ring any bells."
Yeah.
And the whole time, like, he never said anything about her. So they were like, "Oh, like, this is gonna be kind of hard to pursue." And she finally realized that he was dead. Like, she was never gonna see him again because she was watching the news. He was like, "Oh fuck, he got executed."
Oh, that's true. The news was there.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh fuck, he got executed." Like,
She's the smart one, right?
yeah, she was a smart one. So she was like, "Well, I still got a fuck ton of money because we were like making bank with all the robberies and shit." So she was like getting plastic surgery. She was using fake identities and even like making fake accents for herself, jumping from like career to career, from saleswoman to like car dealership shit, like a bunch of jumping from like profession to profession. And it was to the point where like as time passed, what are you doing, man?
That was her.
Oh yeah, different plastic surgery shit.
Yeah, she was doing like, "Can I buy this with my credit card?"
As time passed, the case began to become like it became cold. They didn't have any more leads, and became like harder to pursue. And people started to forget the case, like in general, because they're like, "All right, maybe he did just do all of that." At first, it was kind of hard to do that because like one of the people died like while he was in custody. So it's like, "No way you did that." And he was like, actually, like, I had a device where I had a rope around the neck and it would set off when
Saw
I.
ass fucking
Yeah,
trap.
like a whole ass complicated device, and they were like, that doesn't seem very likely because there was no device at the house present. So
The device also disintegrates after it does it.
yeah, so it was like they knew someone else was there, but
Yeah. They just don't know.
they couldn't prove it. They
Yeah.
couldn't chase it. They couldn't do anything. As time passed, though, she started to let her guard down because it was like years after, like 23 years passed,
Oh shit.
and it was to the point where she got like a new boyfriend. Like
So when were the murders happening? Like what year was this?
like around the late 1990s,
Okay.
and because as time was passing, like it was going into like the 20 late 2010s, and she was letting her guard down. She started to live a normal life. She got a boyfriend, and her boyfriend invited her to like a job, like selling watches and jewelry, and she was like the saleswoman for that because she was like really experienced in that. She was really good.
Yeah, she had sales.
Yeah, she had a really good social life too. Like she was,
Okay.
there's a lot of pictures of her like in outings, like being all happy and like with her friends and shit. Well, like she got the job there and she was chilling. She was like a bunch of shit. She was like, okay, like I'm good now. Like I'm just gonna live a normal
yeah.
life. She was never like, she never talked about her past. Obviously, everybody just seen her as like, oh, she's like really nice. She makes like everybody around her have a fun time. Like she's really cool.
Mm.
Well, around this time, China was celebrating their 70th birthday, like the People's Republic of China. Like that specific.
China's only existed for 70 years.
I feel like it was under a different name before,
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
and they wanted to like kind of have a show, like show their influence for that 70th birthday. So they're like, all right, we're gonna launch a program to like kind of like stop fugitives and like lower the fugitives in our country, and that's what they launched Operation Cloud Sword, which is new tech. That's the AI-powered cameras I was talking about with face recognition capabilities, and it's the largest system in the world with that. And they can identify any of the 1.4 billion residents in 3 seconds, like that, which is crazy considering what you're thinking. And like literally out of nowhere, she was just chilling at the watch store, and they were like, "Oh, match," and she was like, and the like like I was gonna say unclothed, plain clothed police officers pulled up, and they were like,
undercover.
yeah, and they got to like the owner of the shop, and they were like,
Unclothed police
I
officers.
was just say undercover and playing at the same time.
Bro. How you get arrested by naked ass freaky cops, bro?
Oh no, no. And they were like,
People wishes.
bruh, and they were like,
People wishes they were guys.
bruh, and they were like, I guess to the human eye, they were like, I guess it kind of looks like her. Like you could like kind of make the resemblance, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like it's definitely her.
Yeah, it's a stretch, bro.
But the cameras were like,
Nigga like me though.
yeah,
That's her, bro. Oh shit, that's her over there.
get her, bro. But the camera was like 97.3% match,
Oh man.
which is crazy.
Yeah, especially for like an AI, that's a pretty big percentage.
And they were like, all right, like their husband, like her boyfriend, I mean, was like, oh no, like I'm gonna put all the money I have to like help you, like to fight the case, because
Oh,
I know it's not you. There's no way that's you.
Oh yeah.
And the DNA confirmed that it was her. And after 23 years, she was caught.
Damn. She almost got away with that
She
shit.
did
bro.
almost get away. She basically got away with it for 23 years. That's it.
So
That's
when
it.
did she get arrested?
I
What year
don't-
was this?
I don't have the exact year.
Nigga.
I could check.
Really nigga.
I was the focus on like the beef, like the meat.
Yeah, but I feel like
story.
it would have been cool, like, oh, the crime was in this, and she got arrested this year. Or some shit. Damn, I gotta.
2019,
Okay, well, that's pretty
and
recent.
she was on the run since 1999.
Hmm.
So that's pretty crazy.
So she's in jail right now?
Yeah. Well, no, I think she's dead.
Damn. COVID, probably.
Oh yeah, she died. 2023, she died. December 18th.
Oh, man.
Execution
that's
by
pretty recent.
lethal injection.
Oh,
She was 5'4".
okay.
That was just like a random. It was like right
Oh,
there.
it just came up on there?
Yeah.
Damn, shout out Wrong Z, man. That shit was kind of cool. Like, that sounds like some movie shit.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like
They should make a movie about it. We should make a movie about
there
it.
was a lot more details that I just couldn't cover because it was like a really like long and like tedious detail type of case. But it's just in general, they've been doing this shit for months, and just like getting from victim to victim to victim like successfully,
Damn, that's crazy.
and they were just like doing really well until they made that mistake. Well, I feel like the mistake was trusting fucking Z Ying with the fucking brains.
The mistake was committing crime.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. That's they found her even though she had plastic surgery done.
The camera. The camera
Yeah, that's a good
noticed
ass
it was
technology,
90,
bro.
it was AI camera, so like it
Or
just
maybe she just had shitty work done.
maybe but I don't know, that's pretty crazy to me. Like, and that just made me think more about like AI cameras and shit. Like,
Cause I think that shit happened with El Señor de los Cielos, bro. Where that fool had like plastic surgery to avoid being captured. But that shit worked for a while. Or maybe that was just in the show.
Yeah. But I feel like
That stupid ass show, bro. That's like the Fast and the Furious in Mexico. Cause they have like 9 seasons of that shit. Yeah.
Also, too, though, is like with AI. Well, the process right now for catching criminals with the security cameras we have is you check the security cameras with humans, like like police officers themselves check the
like
cameras,
manually review it.
and then they're like, okay, he went in this direction. Let me check this camera now.
Yeah.
Okay, he went in this direction. Let me check this camera now. Whereas an AI is gonna be like doing it all by itself with the AI, and it's gonna be like, okay, like this AI captured like
taking our jobs, man.
yeah, and it's like it's gonna track it like through the whole database. Whereas the police would be like, there's no way he's over there, but he could have been over there. The police would just check all around you're here.
Yeah.
Where the AI just checks the whole database and boom, you're caught.
Yeah.
It's gonna keep making like leads. It's gonna make like jumps with AI reasoning behind it, and it's just gonna be so much more advanced. And that's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Cause like also like we were just thinking about like AI for like technology aspects. Well, it is technology, but like now it's gonna be like integrated into like crazy shit.
Yeah, because I feel like I think about it a lot, and the general public thinks about it a lot in like a consumer point of view. Like, okay, like the iPhone, bro. This isn't a fucking ad for Apple. They should pay me though. But they're with the new update, you could type in a prompt and it makes an emoji based off the prompt. Like
That's pretty cool.
they had a conference and they showed like I think it was like a dinosaur riding a skateboard wearing a leotard or some stupid shit. So you could type in a prompt, it's gonna give you an emoji based off that. So I feel like we think about it in terms of that, like, okay, for me as a regular person, what can AI do for me? You know? Another one, there was an AI with Microsoft on Windows, the operating system. How it's gonna take pictures of your screen and send it somewhere to train the AI. Which that's bad. I forgot what the reasoning was, but it's bad. It's a security risk because everyone can have access to your screen.
True. What if you're like writing down like say you're forgetting like, oh, like this is my social security number.
What if you're watching adult films?
Oh, they can take pictures of your screen the whole time?
Yeah.
I thought it was like just a document you were writing.
No. Like the AI, bro, is just tracking your screen to track like learn user.
Oh, on the iPhone?
No, on Windows, the computers. I have a MacBook. So yeah, maybe Apple should sponsor this. No, but yeah, because I feel like we think about it in terms of that, but it's crazy how they could use it for like policing, which I kind of brought up today. And then it's interesting too, because I brought it up in like a negative way, but that's kind of, you could argue that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because they caught the criminal. I would say it's bad. I think criminals should be let go, and they should just let you commit crime. No, but I feel like what sucks about that is that now people can be like, oh look, it worked. It worked here. It worked in China. Look what it did. It stopped this criminal. It caught this person who otherwise would have just lived a regular life.
That's true.
Which then you could argue like, okay, but they changed their ways. Like they weren't gonna commit crime again, which is theoretically the point of jail, to rehabilitate people. That's a different argument. But I just think it's bad because now it's documented at least one time to have worked.
Yeah.
In catching a criminal successfully.
And also too, like it doesn't always have to be used for crime too. What if like you're an enemy of the government, like not like in the way of like, oh, I'm gonna kill people, but like in the way of like I have different beliefs in them.
No, yeah, that's what I meant here. Because now they can introduce it under the guise of, oh look, we're gonna stop crime, but we don't know how they're using it.
Yeah.
We don't. It's not public information how the AI is being used, how police departments operate,
That's
how
true.
the CIA operates. You know, it's just scary shit, man. It's really scary where AI is gonna go. Even in our phones, like how's AI gonna work on our phones? But like military is gonna have access to that shit. Government agencies, terrorists, perhaps. It's real scary shit, man. We done. That's it for this week. That's a really short video.
At least we're putting up 2.
What?
At least we're putting up 2.
Yeah, we are putting up 2. That's it from us though. Let us know what you thought, what you think. Are you thinking right now? What do you think? What do you think about my new hairstyle, bro?
What do you think about this fish right here?
I think that fish is a bitch.
Like and subscribe, please. Later this week, Council of Geography.
Look out for that one. It's pretty
Look
cool.
out for that one. It is pretty cool. We recorded it first though. We're not dirty. We just recorded the same day. That's why we're wearing the same clothes. Not able though. He's been wearing that shit all fucking week.